Hey everybody, Tanya from ShootingStarSVG back, and today I want to talk to y'all about some very mind-blowing Midjourney version 4 AI prompts. I have to give an extreme shout out to Olivio. This was very much inspired by a video he posted the other day on different prompt techniques. I wanted to share some of the ones that have really been blowing my mind. I'm going to hop over to my computer screen and we will get started. I took the liberty of putting together a slideshow that will kind of demonstrate the techniques that I have utilized with very basic prompts in V4. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, I will say that the items in red are the constant and the items in blue in the words is what you want to change. Here I did tissue paper mosaic of a butterfly. You can see here that their pieces of this butterfly are in a mosaic look, but also have that tissue paper feel. I thought that was really cool. Try that out with different types of artwork that you have out there. Another one that I tested, polymer clay hamburger in this particular prompt, and you can actually look and see the texture on this hamburger is very clay-like with the tomatoes here and the cheese. I don't know what's going on with this cheese. The hamburger here, the lettuce, and the bottom bun as well. Try to change up that hamburger and see what you can come up with. I thought that was really interesting. Also, this isometric diorama of a cute mushroom house. These have kind of been blowing up on Midjourney from what I've been seeing. There's a lot of different ways that you can go about this. It doesn't have to necessarily be isometric diorama. If you go through MJ, you will see plenty of other techniques to get this similar look and feel. Ice cream cone made of plush. So you can see that the blue and red are swapped here. I actually used ice cream cone as my subject at the beginning and made of plush as the kind of prompt at the end. And you can see on this ice cream cone, these have this very plush-like texture. It's actually really interesting. I don't know if I'd ever use this on anything, but I can almost feel that through the screen, which is really cool. Infographic of a scooter. You can use this for any type of infographic. I am not a huge fan of these, but I've been seeing a lot of them pop up in the form of infographics or isometrics or things of that nature. It's not my style, but it may be cool for like a comic book or something that you're illustrating and can edit in another graphic design program. 3D bead art of an owl. This one I thought was really interesting. I didn't know if I could necessarily replicate it, but you can see the textures here. They're very bead-like. It is a kind of 3D look to it. You can change that prompt of an owl to something different and see what you come up with. Logos are another big thing that people are running through Midjourney. Now, obviously, Midjourney is really bad with wording. I said cake lady logo because I didn't know what else to put in there. And this is what Midjourney spit out. You could kind of use this for inspiration. Now, this one always blows my mind because the crochet plush of a subject, in this case, I had bird and puppy because I couldn't choose which one I wanted to use for this particular video, is ridiculously realistic. I crochet a lot, and I could actually feel the texture as I was looking at these two, and it really blew my freaking mind. So try to make everything out of crochet. That's my new life goal on Midjourney. 128-bit pixel art, The City at Night. This retro-style, gamey-looking image is something that you might want to put up in a video game room or something along those lines. You can play around with that using 128-bit pixel art. You can also use 8-bit, 16-bit, any type of really bit to describe different types of pixels. So you can certainly play around with that to get some different aesthetic. Double exposure. This is a total steal from Olivio's video, but I cannot stop playing with it. I literally was up until 3 o'clock in the morning last night doing double exposures rolls on Midjourney. This is one of my favorites, double exposure of a bear in the mountains. And basically the way double exposure works is you have another image embedded into an image. A lot of artists will do this, photographers will do this. Midjourney has the capability. Occasionally it'll take a few times to re-roll to get something this nice, but for the most part, V4 was pretty spot on. Synthwave and the subject, very retro-y. I love the 80s vibe and the 70s colors, whatever era you want to put that in. We have the beach and the mountains here. You could do that with really any subject just to see what V4 comes out with. Pencil sketch of a rabbit and also a can of beer. The rabbit sketch really blew my mind. I couldn't believe the level of detail that was involved with this particular rabbit. The can of beer was really nice too, although the can tab does not look like the typical can of beer, and there is clearly some sort of signature mark here at the bottom. I thought it was really interesting, and the level of detail that you have, again, it's one of those prompts where you can really feel what is going on here. It really has that artistic feel to it for sure. Paper cut craft. So this is similar to the quilling example that Olivia had went through, but paper cut craft is a little bit different. Here you'll see I actually have 3 parts to the prompt. So it's actually the paper cut craft, the subject, which would be the whimsical village, and then the colors, which would be pastel colors. The reason why I'm showing you this is because I did it one more time with bright colors to see the similarities between the two. And you can see that here. Here is the pastel colors, very muted. And here is the bright colors, very exciting and bright. You could definitely play around with the color palette when you put these things in. Remember, these are just very basic prompts. You can build on these to see what exactly you can get. And for a really freaking weird one, anything that your heart desires made of Jello. I don't know why I decided to choose Jello. I just thought it'd be kind of a funny thing to throw in here and see what Midjourney would come up with. And you can see I have a dog made of Jello and a cat made of Jello. I will say with the dog, I did not add any colors, but with the cat, I did say a cat made of purple Jello, and I got exactly what I asked for. Although I'm not sure about that gummy worm cat tail in the background, it was pretty satisfying to create. And last but not least, we do have the sand sculpture of a whatever your subject is, and in this case, I had utilized wolf and an ice cream cone. A lot of my prompts tonight have been focused around food, probably because I haven't eaten dinner yet, but you can see the texture of the sand in both of these, and I just thought it was something different and interesting. So those are my 15 prompt rules that I wanted to share with y'all. I really just wanted to show y'all the power of Midjourney and how just simple prompts can create really beautiful and interesting things. You can definitely add on to them as far as what kind of detail or resolution you're looking for. If there's certain colors that you want to incorporate into those particular designs and other additions to the prompts. I'd be really curious to know what kind of prompts y'all are using in Midjourney. If you're coming out with anything crazy, please let me know in the comments below what kind of prompts that you have used. I will definitely try to roll those in the next video. If you need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. I will catch y'all on the next video. ShootingStarSVG signing out.